Sudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today we are reading from Canto 1st, chapter 18, verse 18. Sutta uvacha aho vayam janma bhrutotihasma vruddhanurutyapi viloma jata doshkulyamadim vidunoti shigram mahattamanam abhidhana yoga aho vayam janma bhrutodhyasma vruddhanuvrityapi viloma jata daushkulyamadhim vidunoti shigram mahattamanam abhidhana yoga aho vayam janma bhrutodhyasma vruddhanuvrityapi viloma jata daushkulyamadhim vidunoti shigram mahattamanam abhidhana yoga. Word to word synonyms. Sutta Uvacha, Sutta Goswami said, Aho, how, Vayam, Adya, today, Ha, clearly, Asma, have become, Vriddha Anuvritya, by serving those who are advanced in knowledge, Api, although, Viloma Jata, born in a mixed caste, Daushkulyam, disqualification of birth, Adhim, sufferings, Vidunoti, purifies, Shigram, very soon, Tamana, of those who are great, Abhidhana, conversation, yoga, connection. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Sri Sutta Goswami said, O God, although we are born in a mixed caste, we are still promoted in a birthright simply by serving and following the great who are advanced in knowledge. Even by conversing with such great soul, one can without delay cleanse oneself of all disqualifications resulting from lower birth. Purport. Sutta Goswami did not take his birth in a Brahmana family. He was born in a family of mixed caste, or an uncultured low family. But because of higher association like Sri Shukadev Goswami and the great rishis of Naimisharanya, certainly the disqualification of inferior birth was washed off. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followed his principle in pursuance of the Vedic usage, and by his transcendental association, he elevated many low-born or those disqualified by birth or action to the status of devotional service and established them in the position of acharya or authorities. He clearly stated that any man, whatever he may be, whether a Brahmana or Shudra by birth, or a householder or mendicant in order of the society, if he is conversant with the science of Krishna, he can be accepted as an acharya or guru, a spiritual master. Sutta Goswami learned the science of Krishna from great rishis and authorities like Shukadev and Vyasadeva. We read yesterday this verse?
I removed it because I think you did too yesterday. Did you? Sorry. Let me just look at the chat to see, but I'm pretty sure he did this one because he did two. Today's Thursday.
Yes, today is
Thursday
Thursday.
is 19. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Sorry, today we are supposed to do in verse 19. So I'll say one time only the Sanskrit. कुतः पुनर्गृणतो नाम तस्य महत्तमेकान्तपरायणस्य योऽनन्तशक्तिर्भगवाननन्तो महद्गुणत्वादयमनन्तमाहो. Kuta, what to say, Puna, again, Gurunanta, one who chants Nama, holy name, Tasya, his, Mahattama, great devotees, Ekanta, exclusive, Parayanasya, of one who takes shelter of, Ya, he who, Ananta, is the unlimited, Shakti, potency, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Ananta, immeasurable, Mahat, great, Gunatvat, on account of such attributes, Yam, whom, Anantam, by the name Ananta, Ahu is called. Translation. And what to speak of those who are under the direction of great devotees chanting the holy name of the unlimited, who has unlimited potency, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unlimited in potency and transcendental by attributes, is called Ananta, unlimited. Purport. The Dvijabandhu or less intelligent, uncultured men, born of higher caste, put forward many arguments against the lower caste men becoming Brahmanas in this life. They argue that birth in a family of Shudras or less than Shudras is made possible by one's previous sinful acts, and that one therefore has to complete the terms of disadvantages due to lower birth. And to answer these false logicians, Srimad Bhagavatam asserts that one who chants the holy name of the Lord under the direction of a pure devotee can at once get free from the disadvantages due to lower caste birth. A pure devotee of the Lord does not commit any offense while chanting the holy name of the Lord. There are 10 different offenses in chanting of the holy name of the Lord. To chant the holy name under the direction of a pure devotee is offenseless chanting. Offenseless chanting of the holy name of the Lord is transcendental, and therefore such chanting can at once purify one from the effect of all kinds of previous sins. This offenselessness chanting indicates that one has fully understood the transcendental nature of the holy name and thus surrendered unto the Lord. Transcendentally, the holy name of the Lord and the Lord Himself are identical, being absolute. The holy name of the Lord is as powerful as Lord. The Lord is all-powerful personality of Godhead, and He has innumerable names, which are not different from Him, and are equally powerful also. In the last word of the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord asserts that one who surrenders fully unto Him is protected from all sin by the grace of the Lord. Since His name and Himself are identical, the holy name of the Lord can protect the devotee from all effects of sin. The chanting of the holy name of the Lord can undoubtedly deliver one from the disadvantages of a lower caste birth. The Lord's unlimited power is extended on and on by unlimited expansions of the devotees and incarnations, and thus every devotee of the Lord and incarnation also can be equally surcharged with the potency of the Lord. Since the devotee is surcharged with the potency of the Lord, even fractionally the disqualification due to lower birth cannot stand in the way. Translation one more time. And what to speak of those who are under the direction of great devotees chanting the holy name of the unlimited, who has unlimited potency? The personality of Godhead, unlimited in potency and the transcendental by attributes, it's called Ananta, unlimited. So, um, Sutta Goswami, I think in the previous verse, we just read few sentences from that verse from the purport, that how he is presenting himself, that he is from the lower caste, but because of the association of Shukadeva Goswami and Vyasadev and all the great sages of Naimisharanya, um, the qualification he got to share the to listen the Srimad Bhagavatam first of all in the assembly of Shukadev Goswami, and then to share that same knowledge to all the rishis, from Shaunak and everyone in the Naimisharanya. So here we are seeing in this purport that how Prabhupada is telling the potency of the holy name of the Lord. So just like we hear, right, the name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. It is said that when Lord wants to come in the species among the water, he came as a fish and tortoise. When Lord wants to come as the amphibian, he came as a Varaha, boar incarnation. When Lord wants to come half man, half beast, Narsimhadev. When Lord wants to come as a book, he came as the Srimad Bhagavatam. And when Lord wants to come as a sound, he came as a holy name. So in each and every aspect of life, we can see the potency of the Lord. So that's why, it is said that there are 9 processes, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So any of the things can purify you. So in that, suppose you are worshipping the form of the Lord, the deity worship, it is equally powerful to the chanting the name of the Lord. It is equally powerful to the serving the Lord. Like we say like Dasyam, Sakyam, it is equally powerful when you are serving the Lord in different moods. It is equally powerful when we are serving the Lord in the mood of Dasya. So here Prabhupada is saying that so the name of the Lord is so much powerful that even somebody is born in a low family, he can be at once uplifted to the standard of Acharya just by the chanting of the holy name of the Lord under the direction of great devotee. So it's very important here when we hear the word under the direction of a great devotee or pure devotee. So now what is the difference? Suppose somebody chanting just the name of the Lord. So is he having any less potency when he chanting by himself by his own mind and when he chanting under the direction of a pure devotee? What difference could be there?
Well, Bhaktivinoda persons, we have to cultivate the holy name in the association of devotees.
Hmm.
So when you can't do it alone. You need the sadhana
Hmm.
to be part of it, to inspire us, and we don't get into mental speculation.
Yes, yes, exactly. So Prabhu is saying that, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that we have to cultivate the holy name in association of devotees. Because that's true. Like suppose somebody chanting, but if he doesn't have any guidance, he may think he will do some mental speculation of the name of the Lord and think, okay, maybe he is one with the Lord, he is becoming one with the Lord, or he is becoming as powerful. So that is a mental speculation. But when you chant under the direction of the pure devotee, he will give you the right mood, right attitude. That was the first instruction, right, in the nectar of devotion, before even instruction starts. Rupa Goswami says the advancement in the bhakti is depend on the attitude of a devotee. Attitude. So that attitude is very much important when you are chanting the holy name. And that attitude is got from the association of great devotees or under the guidance of a pure devotee. Because pure devotees, just like Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport that he is equally powerful as the Lord. Just like it is said, right? Suppose there is a iron rod. If you just keep an iron rod, it is a cold. In a winter time, suppose if you keep an iron rod outside, it will absorb all the cold. It is like a super cold, like ice. But same iron rod, if you keep in the association of fire, that will become a fire. So that is the quality of a pure devotee. So when pure devotees are in association of the Supreme Lord 24 by 7, and that makes him equally powerful as the Lord. So when you get the holy name from the pure devotee, you get the same potency what he is having in that holy name to chant. So that's why chanting the holy name under the guidance of a pure devotee is very much important. That's why in our tradition, initiation has so much importance. It is said that before initiation, when you are chanting, it's like an empty bullet in the movies we see, right? It just makes a sound. It doesn't kill the person actually. Same way, it won't kill our anarthas until we are chanting those holy name under the guidance of a pure devotee. So there is one more point here I would select. Prabhupada said that, inattentive chanting also will give you some benefit. It will fulfill your material desires. But do you want to fulfill your material desires? What will happen? Suppose if we are chanting inattentively and all our material desires are getting fulfilled? What will happen? We'll lose taste, and just like my Guru Maharaj says that, um, he says about happiness, that we should not look for happiness in this world. Why? Because happiness is the thing which is keeping us bound to this world. So same way, if your material desires getting fulfilled, we will never want to get liberated. We never want to go out of this world, because all our desires are getting fulfilled, right? But we don't understand those are material desires, those are not spiritual desires. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that chanting is important, but more than that, offenseless chanting is more important. So there are 10 offenses, right? Every day in the Mangal Aarti, we chant those 10 offenses, right? Do you want to repeat those 10 offenses, Prabhu? The first, yeah,
First offense is the blasphemy of devotees who are dedicated
yeah,
to the noise, propagation of the word, to is
yes. I can share on the PPT these things so that we can go through the anyways Prabhupada mentioned. So let's find the 10 offenses.
Go press
Home.
bring it back up full screen, and then you could press the home thing. And then the 10 offenses is after Tulsi Arti. So if you just go to Tulsi, press the home, yeah. Then go to Tulsi Kirtan, and it's right after that. Then I think I have it.
Yes, so we'll quickly go through the offenses. What are the 10 offenses? First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for the propagation of the names of the Lord. So when we say the devotees, is it only for the pure devotees? No, it is for any devotee who is coming here, even doing a smallest service. He is helping somewhere in the propagation of the holy name of the Lord. So that's why we say fault finding or blaspheming. Second, considering the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Brahma to be equal to or independent of name of Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the order of spiritual master. Four, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literatures in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5, to consider glories of chanting of Hare Krishna to be an imagination. So when Prabhupada is saying that um, Krishna Bhakti Kaile, Sarva Karma Krita Haile. Like, when you do Krishna Bhakti, everything is taken care. Everything. When you start chanting the holy name of the Lord, this Prabhupada is saying that in the purport, right? When somebody starts chanting the holy name of the Lord offenselessly, doesn't matter if he is from the family of Chandala, a dog eater, he is also can be afflicted to the platform of Acharya, right? Somebody says, oh, it is just imagination, then that's an offense. Because the glories of holy name are equally powerful like the glories of the Supreme Lord. None, like there is not even what is the even what is ounce or something, like not even a single thing less. Whatever is the glories of Lord, same are the glories of the holy name. To give some mundane interpretation to the name of the Lord, oh, I'll become one with the Lord by chanting, I'll become equally powerful. No. When we are chanting, what is the prayer we are saying? What Prabhupada says? O Srimati Radharani, O Krishna, please engage me in your service, loving devotional service. So that is the meaning of the chanting of the holy name. 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the chanting of the name. 8, to consider chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. So is it a ritual? Oh, I just want to, uh, it is said in the Vedas, or my Guru has given, that's why we should chant. We have to chant with the consciousness and with the intention to um, get that loving devotional service moved to the Lord. It is not a ritual, okay, somebody just like every day morning, like in India is very much prominent. Every day you will see, like all Indians, every day, some or the other, they will go some temple or in the home, they'll always put some incense, they'll do diya. But many of them doesn't know the reason behind it, why they do it. Just like, but that's the thing, they get the what is pious activities, pious karma out of it. It doesn't matter whether it's a gold chain or iron chain, both are going to bind you. So to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name, and to not have complete faith in chanting the name of the Lord, and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. The last one is very important now. The 11th one. It is also an offense to be an inattentive while chanting. So it is said that all the above 10 offenses, the root cause of all the offenses is inattentiveness. So that's why Prabhupada says in the purport that we we have to chant the holy name offenselessly. And when we say offenselessly, we have that means um, we have to chant attentively. And just like always Nanda Prabhu mentions that what is Lord doesn't see that, oh, your mind is wandering here and there. He sees your genuine, sincere effort. When your mind is wandering, if you can recognize that, and when you recognize that, at that time, when you bring it back to listening the name, that endeavor will please the Lord. Then, like, oh, he doesn't expect, just like, one time a devotee in a class, he was asking that, like that's the consciousness of pure devotee. Like we can understand, like what is the conscious of pure devotee. Recently, I was listening to a class of my Guru Maharaj, and one devotee asked him a question that Guru Maharaj, um my age is increasing, I'm getting old, and these anarthas, doesn't matter how much I'm trying, they keep coming. Suppose when I start even uh, getting closer, suppose conquering some of the anarthas, then pride and ego and pride will attack me. That, oh, see, I'm doing this. So when will that day will come that I will be like a pure devotee chanting the holy name? There won't be any disturbance when I'm chanting. He's saying that especially when you are separated from the association of devotee, and when you are in that weak position, that time Maya attacks. So that time, how can we protect ourselves? How can I keep myself always in a position where I am able to chant comfortably? Then my Guru Maharaj gave very amazing answer. He said, a pure devotee never thinks that he became a pure devotee. And he never aspires that, oh my Lord, I want to become comfortable in this material world. For him, whatever difficulties, whatever sufferings he is getting on the path of devotional service, those are his greatest pleasure in serving the Lord. He never thinks, oh, though he is free from anarthas, he never thinks that, oh, now I am free from anarthas and now I can chant peacefully and I'm a great devotee. He always thinks I am the lowest of the more than lower than the stool in the worm in the stool. That was his consciousness. So to have this desire also that, oh, I want to become a pure devotee so that I can peacefully chant the name of the Lord, and I don't want any disturbance or any mental disturbance is what is happening while chanting the name. That desire also somewhere is a sense gratification. So, like like when I was listening that I thought the verse of Shikshashtakam, the last verse, where the gopis pray that, right? Like, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays that, doesn't matter whether you embrace me or you make me broken hearted. I will always serve you. So that is the prayer of a pure devotee. Doesn't matter whether he is getting pleasure while chanting, he is getting peace while chanting, or it doesn't get. He will keep chanting the Holy because he know it gives pleasure to Krishna. That is the motive. So like when I was listening to that, we understand that when we chant, we will go through the different phases of chanting. There are like three phases, right? One is a namaparad, namabhas, and shuddha nam. So in the namaparad, definitely nothing will happen. Like progress is there, but very less progress. Just like we said, especially at the stage of namaparad, your material desires will be fulfilled, and that is a kind of one of the bondage. Then second is namabhas. When namabhas stage comes, when you start chanting things attentively, just like when you start recognizing that, oh, your mind is wandering, and you do an effort to bring mind back to listening to the holy name of the Lord. That time, the name of Namabha start. And it is said that, I think it is in the Jai Shri Nityananda. It is Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives this, that the stages, like there are like the progress, right? Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana, Kriya, and then Namaparad, Namabhas, and Shuddha Nam. So when you get the stage of uh, Anartha Nivrutti, Ruchi, Asakti, Nishtha Ruchi Asakti. Nishtha Ruchi Asakti. So at the stage of Nishtha, you start getting the Namabha stage. So when you become fixed in your chanting the holy name of the Lord, that time you get to that stage. And definitely, these stages, Anartha Nivrutti goes till bhava, sthayi bhava also, it is said that. So slowly you get rid of all the anarthas. So here Prabhupada is saying that's why, like, it doesn't matter whether you are a grahastha, you are a brahmachari, sannyasi, vanaprastha, or you are born in a low family, Brahman family. None of these qualifications will matter when you are chanting the holy name of the Lord offenselessly. And Topa says that, right, in this purport, that um, Lord has innumerable names. So that's why Prabhupada said that when he came to the Western world, right, many people ask him, "Did you came here to convert us?" And Prabhupada says, "No, I just came here to remind that you are children of God and you should love God." That is the word. So if you are a Christian and if you are following the teachings of Jesus, that's perfect. If you are a Mohammedan, if you are following the teachings of your religion, that's perfect. So here Prabhupada is not saying that, oh, you just chant this name or that name. But he gave Maha Mantra because this is the um, remedy for Kali Yuga. Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. And there is a Hare Nam Eva Kevalam, right? In the Kali Yuga, there is no other way than chanting the Nama Parate Sadhana Nahi. Wi- um, Without the name of the Lord, there is no any means of getting liberation in this Kali Yuga. So, and in the Shikshashtakam also Lord says that, right? You have innumerable names. And each and every name is filled with the potency. So, doesn't matter. Suppose you chant Vishnu Sahasranam, suppose you chant name of Lord Ram. Everybody is equally powerful. But specifically in that, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the most powerful. Another point I would like to say in this is, yeah, so Prabhupada is saying the chanting of the holy name of the Lord can undoubtedly deliver from the disadvantages of lower caste birth. And every devotee of the Lord and the incarnation also has equally surcharged with the potency of the Lord. Same like we discussed, right? So devotee of the Lord and the Lord both are equally powerful, uh, because um, once you get in association, it is said that, right? Whatever association you carry, you become like that. So a pure devotee, if he is in association of all the time, definitely he gets that potency of the Lord. And one more place I heard that, like, maybe if it is wrong or I don't know, um, just like Lord can have incarnations, right? Lord can, at the same time, he can manifest himself at many places. The same way, pure devotees can uh, make himself present at the same time in many places at one time. So I think seven place or something, like it's a mystic city. So that's the thing. So we can understand that, like, the name, the devotees of the Lord, the incarnations of the Lord, and Lord Himself, all are equally powerful. So that's all I have for today. If anyone has anything to add, any corrections, questions, comments.
I have some stuff, but I want to see if anyone's in.
Yeah,
If they have anything.
on Zoom, does anyone want to say anything?
Hare Krishna. Next class.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
You know, you were giving me examples of Krishna appearing in like the aquatics and the beasts and so on. There's a purport in the Bhagavatam where Prabhupada says he also appears in the vegetable kingdom. He doesn't say as what, but he says he appears in all the,
Yes.
including the vegetables, and that's it. He doesn't expand on it. So I thought that was really interesting. You know, you wonder, it's like, is it on the farm? Anyway, so yeah, the thing about, we call it stages, the 3 stages of chanting, but you can actually skip the first one.
Namaprad.
It's not a stage you have to be on.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can go directly to Namavasa, and because Krishna is the one who purifies us, so Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that on the Namaprad stage, Krishna remains hidden. So there's no purification when Krishna remains hidden. So in order to go through an Artha Vritti and get fixed, you have to be on the Namavasa stage. You have to at least start trying to pay attention.
Yes, yes.
And then an Artha Vritti happens, and then you become fixed.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, we don't have to stick around for forever.
So Prabhu is sharing that we don't have to stick around Namaparad stage, because in order to get purified, you have to get to the stage of Namabhas, because Namabhas is the stage where Krishna starts revealing himself. So till the stage of Namaparad, you cannot experience Krishna. But as you start putting endeavors in listening the holy name of the Lord, whenever your mind is wandering, you start making a conscious effort of bringing it back and listening to the chanting. That time, through that endeavors, you get yourself to the state of Namabhas, and Krishna starts, maybe reciprocating or revealing. And I'm sure everybody must have experienced at least once in the chanting. That much merciful Krishna is, right? Like, at least in this initial days, Krishna gives the free sample. And in initial days, we are very sincere when you start chanting. Like, I also remember, like, when we started chanting, like Masif and Partha, I remember, like, it's, I think, 2015 thing. And Prabhuji, like, we saw everyone chanting, and Prabhuji, we also want to do. Prabhuji gave us bead, and he told us how to chant. And it took us 10 minutes to chant. And literally after one mala, throat was paining. Because we never had that capture, and because we are chanting the first time, right? And we are like enthusiasm, and like we were saying each and every word very clear, and we are trying to like making sure that okay, we are not missing any word or eating any syllable or anything, and that's why it was so attentive, and like you'll wow, this is nice, like that free sample has been given.
Well, you don't have the thing is, in the beginning, it's like you don't have a guru to disobey yet.
Yeah.
You can't commit that. You like the devotees because you just met them.
Yes.
So you haven't started to work with them and like.
And no blaspheming, no fault finding.
It's like you're really following the standard, and you don't really know the mantra that well. So you're like, "Hooray, Krishna!" So yeah, you get that. We call it an introductory offer, but really, you're actually doing it right.
Yes, yes.
And then you settle in for the long run.
Yeah, and then you go into the mechanical stage, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
This person's irritating me, and my guru said this, but I'm not sure if I want to do it.
Yeah, so definitely, I'm saying everybody has this experience, and that's why they are stuck onto this with the hope that one day I'll again get that experience, So
Abhasa, it literally means reflection. So it's the reflection of the holy name. So Haridas Thakur describes it as like the twilight, like the rising of the sun. You don't see the sun, but you see a reflected light.
Yes.
So
yes.
you will experience a little reflection of Krishna.
Yes.
And then Shudana was like the full, it's like high noon.
Yeah. So Prabhu is saying that Abhasa, the English meaning of Abhasa is a reflection. Abhas, we also understand, right? Abhas means like it's not the real thing. It just like we experience the reflection of something. So just like she's giving an example of a sunrise. At the sunrise, initially you don't see the sun. You see the reflection of the lights of the sun, which is coming from the cloud or the sky. So that is how Krishna at the stage of Namabhas starts reflecting little bit with your endeavors. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for joining. We'll
So
end here.
in the
Yes.
beginning,
Yes.
can you mute?
Yes, Prabhu.
So I was just thinking, like in the beginning, we follow 100% whatever instruction has given. So that Ado Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya, right? Shraddha, we have that faith. So in the beginning, there is no question, there is no if and but. We don't use our intelligence. We just follow the instruction as it is very sincerely, very seriously from bottom of our heart and start chanting. And that's when Krishna reciprocates. But then as time goes, then we start, feeling that we start using our intelligence. We start finding faults in the devotee. Oh, this person is not doing this person is doing this. So eventually, what I heard, like the quote I recently read is, when we find fault with somebody, we don't realize that the first person who is contaminated is my own heart is getting contaminated after I find the fault with that person. Meaning my heart became contaminated. How Krishna can stay in the place which is contaminated? Then we start justifying the fault finding with practicality, with the things like, yeah, this has to be done, this needs to be discriminated, and things like that. And it goes on and on. And we lose that purity of the taste of the holy name. And that's how things become complicated. So in the beginning stage, that nothing of that is there. So it's just the instruction and we're sincere endeavor, and that's why. So eventually, if we could practice the way we are practicing at the beginning all the time, Krishna is there to reciprocate. It's as crystal clear and as pure as like that. So that's why many times I heard like a pure devotee is like a baby, like a small child, so innocent, no fault finding, nothing, just reciprocating the way Krishna is guiding. Many times you see Srila Prabhupada, somebody is asking question, and Srila Prabhupada so innocently looks, and I am not expert. I don't know how to do this. So innocent and so pure at heart. That's the symptom. And how do we develop that? How do we constantly remain like that? The way we are at the beginning. That is training, and the way when we start, you know, understanding these things, and then we start becoming humble, that when will I become like a baby in practicing bhakti? So simple at heart.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Prabhu. Anybody else has anything to share? Say.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Not to share. Mute. Can you mute yourself? You see, we do know that finding faults is not good. That is trouble. I mean, that is no fun. It's not like if we find faults, we will be happy. We can do something. It is like we are not doing it wantedly, but we don't know how to do it. If you guys know anything like, yeah, any tips and tricks or anything that we can avoid finding faults, please share.
Yeah, very good question, Mataji. I don't know, AnanthaKrishori, you want to talk on that, or should I speak?
Go ahead, Prabhu.
I think some understanding I can share, Mataji. I mean, others can also add. Nanda Prabhu can add. Prabhuji, if he's there, he can add. Um, See, the faults will come naturally in the heart. There's no way we can avoid it, because the main thing which I understood is, when we see fault in somebody, why we see that fault? Because we compare ourselves, or compare that person with ourselves. See, I am able to do this person is not able to do this. That means we see that as a fault. And we think like, why they are not doing, I am so I could do this, why this person couldn't do this? So that naturally comes out of false ego. But that false ego layer is very, very thick, very, very deep, very, very subtle. It is literally, putting in a word, like impossible to get away. But how do we practice not to come it out? Meaning it will come in the heart, but then using our intelligence, we have to see the good qualities of that devotee. Well, this devotee is not able to do this, but see, this devotee is doing this thing so nicely. Wow, that is so nice. Who is doing in this current time and age such a things, right? It's very rare. So if we exemplify or magnify the good qualities of the devotee, And then practicing that more and more will help us to, get ourselves trained not to do that. Again, this is just my few cents I added, Mataji. Again, I'm not perfect. I also in the same boat, finding faults always, and I might have spoken also. But just to help myself and help others, I'm speaking. Thank you.
Mataji, like one thing I can say in addition to whatever Prabhu has shared, that definitely I agree that it is not easy. The stage we are expecting that we are not like we should not able to see the fault in anybody. It's a very high stage. It's in fact stage of pure devotion. But in addition to whatever he said, that I would say another thing will help is the hearing and chanting will help you a lot. When you start chanting attentively, when you start putting that effort into the chanting, and when you start praying, because the I feel the only real thing which can help you is when Krishna takes over your intelligence, when you are in that situation, when you are disturbed or when you are hurt or when you are and I think that will come only when you start praying to Krishna, and when you start chanting with that prayer that okay Krishna please help me. Suppose a day came where you are seeing so many faults in a particular devotee or many devotees. You know that it happens, madam. We know that okay it's wrong thing, but you cannot overcome that thing with your own strength. That time I feel like taking shelter of Krishna, praying to him that my Lord please help me, please show the positive side of this devotee so that I can overcome this fault, whatever faults I'm seeing in him. That thing helps. And second thing, like just like definitely uh, when you take shelter of your guru, when you start, when you hear more and more, you always gets that sharpen intelligence, where you can overcome this thought. Even if whenever you are good in your sadhana, whenever you're good in your chanting and hearing, that time doesn't matter. Like you can observe yourself, if somebody does even a small thing wrong when you are not in good sadhana, that thing will disturb you. But when you are having a very good sadhana, and when somebody does something big also, you can easily overlook that thing, and you can see that person that, oh, that's okay, Prabhu. You can see that he's such a great devotee, and you can overlook that thing. So I feel sadhana plays a very big role when when you struggle with seeing the faults in others. So that's my 2 cents, Mataji. Anything, Prabhu, you want to add?
Yeah, just for the
Yes. Yeah. Nanda Prabhu wants to share a few things. It's a good discussion, because we all in the same boat.
just real quick. Just so, because we could say, well, my sadhana, on the days that my sadhana is not great, which we should always endeavor for, but there's some practical tools we can use. One is oftentimes a lot of faults are based on assumptions. We assume something about someone, like their intention behind something. Not just that they may have made a mistake, but we assume that they must have wanted to do this purposely, and the reason they did it is because they don't like me. So or like they not that they were busy, it's just that they were ignoring me. Whatever the case may be, there's that, and then it doesn't solve anything. To just find fault doesn't solve anything. First things first, give someone the benefit of the doubt. Most of the things we think in our head aren't even true. We assume, so we see a situation and we think it came about by a certain way that it didn't, because we don't know how it came about. And then it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't improve our service. It doesn't improve their service. It doesn't improve our sadhana. It doesn't improve their sadhana. So what is the point of it? It's kind of a useless thing to do. If we can, as managers, you have to kind of look for things to keep things in order. But if you don't have to, count your blessings. That you can say, well, someone may do something wrong, but the manager will take care of it. And if they don't, Krishna will. All I have to worry about is what I'm doing, my sadhana, my service. And of course, we have to work with other people. So then we just find ways that we can work with them. We may just have a talk with them, or we may have a mediation. Sometimes people do mediation, but just to find solutions, not to just because it's very comfortable to just sit back and judge. Makes us feel better about ourselves. I don't do that, you know. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't last, and it usually leads to more suffering. But you know, it's just we're not trying to boost ourselves up by putting others down. We're trying to do the best we can in our own service in sadhana and help others that who we can help, and then just leave it to Krishna who we can't help. So that's my
That's my choice. Thank you so much. Anyone has anything else? Or we can, it's already 8:46. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. Vanchakalpataru. Thank you so much, and please forgive me for any wrong words, or if I have hurted anyone by any means, as your humble servant. So thank you so much. Dandavat pranam. We are ending the Zoom. Hare Krishna.